Alright, what is up guys, Quarterback Issue. I'm back on another video, and today we will be doing episode 2 of the Essentials series that I'm going to be doing. Last episode I did quarterbacks, you guys seemed to like that video, so today we're going to be doing tight ends. So tight end is an interesting position because it's basically in between a skill and a lineman type of position. Big skill where it's skill product kind of mashed with lineman protective product. So we're going to get into it. We're going to chop this video up into 3 parts: protective gear, footwear, and accessories. Let's get into it. So the first thing, and basically the only thing on the protective side of things, is your helmet. Your helmet setup, your helmet, components of your helmet. What you're gonna wanna have is a helmet, not closed up. You're not gonna wanna get a full cage face mask, but you're gonna wanna get something with either eye guards or a high resting face mask. 2 eye guards on the side. Last year I wore a just regular 2-bar, and I wish I used an eye guard for a couple of reasons that I will get to. But with the eye guard, you have a lot of vision, but you also have that protection from linebackers coming over, swiping you with their hands, fingers, cleats even. Technically you still are a lineman, so having that extra protection on your face is also very important. What I did last year when I didn't have the eye guards is another thing you can do if you don't have a protective face mask and you have something like this, you can get a visor. This is what I wore. I wore it for the last game of the season just to experiment, and it worked pretty well. It was an Oakley visor. This is just a Shock visor, Shock 1.0, and it got a lot of wear and tear. Being on the line does a lot of wear and tear. So that basically is the only thing for the protective section. You can basically wear any shoulder pads, bulky, low profile. It's just kind of up to you depending on if you're a blocking tight end or a more slot tight end that runs routes more. Next, we're going on to accessories. Basically, we have like 2 accessories in this. I guess you could put the Shock visor in the accessories category, but the first thing that we're gonna look at is gloves. For me, the best thing is protective gloves. Every tight end is different, but for me, the absolute best type of glove were the Nike Super Bads. These things have the tack of a wide receiver skill glove, but they have the protection of the Nike D-Tac, I believe it's called. These gloves are awesome. I wore these only for games. I usually didn't wear gloves during practice. Try to catching the ball with no gloves, and then when the game come on, I had gloves, it would become easier. I love these gloves so much. They still are super tacky. Nike gloves to me have really made such an upgrade in the past couple years. The tack has become better. I will most likely wear these again for the 2019 year. Padding is superb. It's basically unparalleled. The Super Bad is kind of on its own when it comes to the padded receiver glove. Total knuckle protection, total thumb protection, high quality, band right here. The material is not a thick material, it's very breathable. Got the breathability on the sides. Nothing about these gloves was ever hot or never made my hands feel claustrophobic or something. I don't know if that's really what happens, but I cannot suggest these gloves more. Get the Nike Super Bads, basically any model. They've all been good in the past couple years, because when you're on the line and you're blocking, you do not want to get a stinger from a face mask to your knuckle. You're gonna want to be protected, because a lot of tight ends don't realize that a lot of the plays that they're gonna be in, they're gonna be on the line. So you're basically just an extra lineman, and you wouldn't go out on the field as a lineman with just Nike Vapor Jets with nothing but a total just thin, stretchy material. You're gonna want to get something with protection. So I totally suggest these for running routes. Perfect tack, very sticky, but for blocking, very good protection. Okay, so now for the footwear. Last year, I wore a Adidas cleat that was very similar to the Under Armour Spotlight. Now my brother, who was a tight end on the other side of the line, wore the Under Armour Highlight. If I would choose the Spotlight or the Highlight, I would probably choose the Highlight. I wore one of his Highlights during one of our games, and they worked pretty well. They have very high ankle support. This goes well above your ankle. Great for running routes. They have protection for the line and mobility for when you run routes. To be honest, I don't know a lot about cleats. I only usually wear Under Armour or Adidas, so basically I'm familiar with mostly Under Armour and Adidas. Not really sure about Nike, to be honest, but I rock Adidas and Under Armour mostly for my cleats, so I would suggest the Under Armour Highlight for your cleats. Also, mid cleats are good too as well, but just a little bit less of ankle support. Might want to wear some ankle braces, but I definitely, just for me, would not suggest wearing a low cleat just because you're on the line blocking half the time and you do not want to roll it. Basically, personal preference. Everything in this list is personal preference. If you don't want to wear gloves, you don't have to wear gloves. If you don't want to wear a high cleat, you wear low cleats. If you want to wear a full cage mask, if you want to wear a big grill, if you want to wear like just a kicker mask, I mean, everything is about preference. I think that these tips and essentials really cater to the most generic type of players, the most generic quarterback, the most generic tight end. Most tight ends like high cleats, most tight ends like the Super Bads. So I'm trying to give you guys some stuff that will keep you up to date with the best technology, the best gear, keep you guys in the game and performing at your best for the longest duration. Thank you guys for watching. You know, I'm not really sure what the next essentials type of video is gonna be about. Give this video a bigger thumbs up so I can get to your position. Drop your positions down below so I can get to every position, hopefully by the end of the season. Hopefully you enjoyed this new series, episode 2. This was the Essential series. Hope you guys enjoyed. Come back for more videos. Quarterback HD, signing off. Peace.